Hey guys, welcome back to Community Cares. I'm Dave. I'm the executive director here at Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet.
And I'm Chaplain Chaz Blackburn. I have the honor of serving on the board of directors. And today we have an awesome, hilarious, and amazing guest. I'll let you introduce yourself.
So I'm Donald Abbott. I'm the Sparks City Councilman. Is one of the hats that I wear. And a lifelong resident of Sparks too.
Yeah, no, you've been a huge supporter of Good Shepherd. We really appreciate it. We appreciate you putting your tips towards us. That was a huge blessing. Thank you. And then on top of that, you've also donated at our events. You come to our events and you've donated and helped us out there, and we really appreciate that. Thank you.
I think you even got a sweet golf package one time.
I did. Got to go to Arrow Creek golf course. Donation. Yeah.
Was it good?
It was amazing. It was an amazing day. And definitely I'm proud to support you guys. It's been great. You know, I live right down the street. This has been home my whole life. But it's been great to have, when people ask me for donations or where to donate. You guys are always number one. I don't have it memorized the days that you're open yet, but I know where to get that information, and I know how to send it to my friends to know what time to come down.
So it's your fault. We have so many donations back there.
Hey, teamwork makes the dream work.
That's right.
No, it's been a huge blessing, and we always appreciate all the donations we receive from the community. Without that, we wouldn't be able to be diving into our micro closet expansion project and other things we're doing in the community. So, and on top of that, you've been a friend too. You've come here, and we've had coffee and talked about fundraising ideas and other things. So I really appreciate that a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for including me. It's been fun.
So this is Community Cares. If this is your first time listening or watching, or if it's your second time and you don't remember, that's okay. What we do is we talk about 3 upcoming events in the community with a special guest on every week. Sometimes we don't. It's been you and me a few times. That's okay.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's a little difficult, but we make it work.
But it's all about the community, community conversations, how we can grow, how we can just be a part of that change in the community. It's really important, and that's the whole idea. So the show started with Chaz and I just talking about we need to have more conversations and work together as nonprofits and not just be in our own little sector, our own little bubble.
For sure.
And stop forgetting to work together or just blatantly not wanting to work together, right? Because people, if we want real change to happen, we've got to be in the community with each other, talking with each other. It all starts with the conversation. It really does. And then from there, that action on top of that conversation, right?
Yeah, we have to be able to have healthy dialogue, and this is airing on New Year's Day, so Happy New Year.
Happy New Year!
It is an election year, and so there's, naturally there's a lot of division. There's already division, so it's just important to come together, have healthy conversations, and, we're so much stronger united.
Yeah. Happy New Year's, and this is our New Year's episode. This is episode 21. That's crazy to think about.
Awesome. Congrats.
You've sat in that chair 21 times?
I know. I'm blown away.
For our listeners, Donald just gave us an applaud.
Yeah, I hit the microphone. I'm just a mess over here.
Oh, I did too. I was hoping some cool clapping hands would pop up,
Yeah, nothing comes up. Yeah. Oh, the animation. It's not going to give it to you.
Fix that.
Oh, I didn't
fix it. Where's it? Where's
you think it's me?
There?
I don't do it. I don't do it, dude. I don't do it. Oh my gosh.
Are you serious?
I don't.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I told you I don't do anything.
Right.
For our listeners, there's a bunch of emojis that come up, and we figured out what it is now. It's a software we're using outside of OBS, but it's a fun little animation thing that Chaz really likes. He likes hearts a lot.
I do. It's the Community Cares podcast logo, and
that's true.
We say be the change that you want to see in the world, and that's just really true. And I know for the city of Sparks that you live that out. I love that you're so knowledgeable on the city of Sparks and the history, and you really believe in this city. So thank you.
Thanks, Chaz. Yeah. I'm a board member of the Sparks Museum. I got to put that plug
in.
Yes,
absolutely.
Talk about nonprofits.
I've never been there.
Well,
I've got to go.
I have keys. If you want to go, I'll take you on a tour. Gladly take you on a tour. Kind of a behind the scenes thing. We're not ready to release it yet. We're actually working on a website. It's the Sparks History Map Project. Wow. Where you'll be able to see all the eventually all the historical little tidbits in Sparks.
Awesome. Very cool.
There's cool Sparks walking tours we can go on. There's a lot of cool things.
There's so much history here that people don't realize. I mean, there's a lot.
There's
I was born and raised. I went to Reed, but truth be told, I wanted to go to Sparks High because most of my friends went there from Dilworth, and it broke my heart. My parents wouldn't let me, and honestly, that was like one of the worst things in my life. I love you, Mom and Dad, but seriously, so.
well, you have your wardrobe right now. It's
I do.
maroon,
I know. So I'm a Sparks Railroader in heart. So
I know. I felt kind of left out. I'm like over here. I'm wearing a Jurassic Park shirt. But there's a little bit in it.
I will agree with you as a going back in time when I was at Dilworth, half my friends went. I would almost say 80% of my friends went to Reed. There was a part of me that wanted to go to Reed. I won't lie at all. I was zoned for Sparks. Extremely thankful that my parents did not let me get a variance. I'm proud to be a railroader, as well as Reed is a great school too. Obviously, we have a little competition rivalry between the two of us, or not just two, but the two schools. In the 80s, 90s, they did some wild things to each other.
All right.
Was that a call to action for all you?
No.
I can already tell this is going to be a fun episode, but hold on. Let's at least dive into some of these events before we dive into the conversation.
All right.
This is what Community Cares it is about, is these conversations and sharing the events, because and one of the reasons why I love having you here, Donald, is you post all the time the community events. You go to places, you show people that there's things to do in the community. So, and I see that all the time. Actually, Joyce, the volunteer we mentioned quite a bit, she's been here for a long time, over 15 years, and she was the one that was like, I'm just going to message Councilman Donald Abbott. Yeah. I see him on Facebook all the time. See if he can help us. And
I came down and to that meeting.
And that's how our friendship started. Yes. But it's definitely about those conversations, those community conversations. And then on top of that, having those community conversations, a lot of those things happen by going to the events that we're going to highlight, by being a part of the different things in the community. And so this new year, if you're thinking of a New Year's resolution, I know some people say those are stupid. I actually like New Year's resolutions. I think it's good to have a goal for your year, to kind of have some high points. You're like, it'd be awesome to be able to hit that. It'd be awesome to be able to, meet the goals you want to meet. So maybe make one of those goals. I'd like to go to a certain amount of community events. I'd like to be in the community. I'd like to meet someone new.
I have a goal. Eat more Sinbad's hot dogs, right?
Sinbad's is the best thing out there. There's no doubt at all.
I've never had it.
Well, because you're a vegetarian. That's right.
That's right. Yeah.
Or vegan. Or something. Right?
Vegetarian, dude.
That's right.
We've gone over this a million times.
They have good buns, so you could put some relish.
Yeah.
You have a relish hot dog without hot dog.
That sounds terrible.
A little bit of cheese,
A little bit of cheese.
So let's dive into some of these community events going on. The first one we want to highlight is Coffee and Comics Comedy Nights, Tuesdays, 7 to 8. And as far as I saw on the website, it's just Moana Lane. Maybe the one Sparks has it too. I don't know.
They do comedy in Sparks too.
Yeah. Okay.
I have a friend that participates in it. I don't know what night, but they do.
So yeah, my wife and I used to live down the street from that Coffee and Comics, the OG one, and close with Alex, good guy. And we would go there all the time. If we had free time, we'd go down to Coffee and Comics. I'd do a lot of my meetings down there and stuff.
Fun spot.
And
they have the best strawberry shortcake latte. Have you ever tried that? No. Oh, it's so good.
That sounds like a lot of sugar.
It was, but it was so good.
Yeah, no. So the comedy nights, super fun thing to do. It's free to the community. I mean, support the local business. I mean, I'd encourage you to buy a coffee or something. It's super inexpensive. Great time. Take a loved one and go have some laughs. I don't think it's always PG though. I'll be honest with you there.
Yeah.
Not super family friendly. Some of the things I've heard. But we've enjoyed it. Me and some friends have gone in the past, and it's fun. It's a fun thing to do, and it gets you out of the house and in the community. The second event we wanted to highlight is the Dueling Pianos, and that is over at the Silver Legacy. They have the little lounge there. They do dueling pianos, and which is always fun. It's completely free to go to. Friday, January 5th. They do it pretty regularly if you look online, but I did want to highlight, since it is New Year's, the one on January 5th. And it starts at 8 p.m. and they do dueling pianos, and it's free.
It sounds
live
fun.
Music. get a drink, hang out, relax, and listen to some dueling pianos. My parents love that. That's why I knew about it.
Yeah.
So, but I enjoy it. I enjoy music.
Is that all ages? The environment, or is it inside the bar?
It's in the lounge bar.
Okay,
So
okay.
I don't think I wouldn't encourage it as a family event.
Gotcha.
Now, but we do want to highlight one that is a family event that's happening in the community on Tuesday, January 9th, Active Parenting 301, Teaching Your Children Personal Responsibility, and that's the Children's Cabinet. It's a free class for parents, and it helps support the family. So definitely I'd encourage to go down there and be a part of that. Take advantage of the free classes they have.
Great organization.
Yeah, good things from them. So definitely be a part of what's going on. And we all need to learn, honestly, as parents. I'm sure I'm not a parent, but parents need to seek resources.
We can always grow.
All of us
Absolutely.
do.
I mean,
I know. Chaz, take that away. Come on, I'm not a parent. I can't speak on that.
no, that's a great organization to support too. They do a lot of great things for the community. I'm working with Annie Zucker and the state of Nevada on some teen suicide prevention initiatives for 2024. But definitely a great one for resources if you need counseling. Fun fact, a lot of people don't know that up until the age of 24, you can sign up for free counseling through the Children's Cabinet.
I didn't know that.
So great resource, lots of programs, and we're just really thankful to have them in the community.
But guys, if you're looking for other events happening in the community or free things to do, visit Reno Tahoe is where I always find all these events that we highlight on the show there, and just searching on Facebook. So there's all sorts of different ways to find these free events. Another way is just following Donald Abbott on Facebook.
Those are only Sparks events, though.
Make it a habit. Follow Abbott. Let's vote for Abbott, but I'll say follow Abbott.
Originally, going back in high school, backstory, I made business cards. It was when I was a senior, and they had my phone number, my MySpace URL, my email, and it was make it a habit, hang with Abbott. Oh. That's what it originated, and then I've used it in my photography business, make it a habit, shoot with Abbott.
Yeah.
Election, the vote.
Yeah.
We can. There's all. Yeah, I use it all the time.
It sticks in your mind, you know. It sticks in your head. So.
Yep.
Well, that's right. We talked a little photography in the past.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Dabble a little.
Do you do that still?
Yeah, I still. It's honestly based around a lot of volunteering is what I do for my photography. I'll shoot a wedding here and there.
Yeah.
But for the high school, for Sparks High, I do at least one game for every sports team. So I got basketball. It's basketball season. So I got those coming up in wrestling. Which you mentioned Andy earlier. Son's an amazing wrestler.
Man, see, just kind of flowed into Donald Abbott, talking about Donald Abbott right there. Do you like that?
Yeah.
I didn't have to introduce you. It's all good. It's all good.
Well,
It's
we were
great.
done. We were ready. Yeah.
I know. This is awesome.
So city councilman for how many years now?
7 years.
7 years. That's
Yeah.
awesome. And you do things in the community, obviously through that, but also you're a part of the scholarship program and the alumni for Sparks High, right?
Yeah, so I'm currently the president of the Sparks High School Alumni Foundation. I also have, we have a scholarship we're working on. That's not, we're not live yet on the whole alumni scholarship yet. That's our goal for next year. We're talking about New Year's resolutions. That's one of them for that group. As my class, I'm class of 2008 from Sparks High. We have our own scholarship program that we give $350 to $350 checks every year out.
Awesome.
So we're raising money on that one. Obviously, I'm big about being in the community, about going to those events. It's always wild to me when people say there's nothing to do.
Yeah.
They're bored. I'm a big fan. I hope I don't offend anyone. Next time you say you're bored, I think only boring people get bored.
Yeah.
I am never bored. There's 1,000 things to do any given time.
There's
no
a
matter
lot.
what to do. Whenever you want to do something, there's something to do. Like my calendar reflects that. Like I have to say no to things to have an open calendar.
Well, people
Yeah.
that travel here are pretty impressed with all that we have.
Yes.
We really.
And there's so many cool things that even as locals, like I would challenge when people tell me there's not enough restaurants to be into. I'm not, I think there's 204 restaurants in Sparks. Until you go to everyone, I'm not going to tell you, I don't want to hear that there's nowhere to eat. We haven't tried it everywhere yet.
Right.
And then there's a whole bunch more in Reno. There's a ton of cool places, attractions. There's unique.
It's so fun.
El Rosal, and you can go in there, you can eat lunch. You can go in there to get tacos, burritos,
Wow.
tortas. It's a community
Tortas.
space too.
That's awesome.
So like just cool things like that, you
Yeah.
know, we have in our community.
Yeah, a lot of people call you Mr. Sparks. I hear that a lot, and because you're always posting the food, the new events, all sorts of things happening. What's your favorite
And
restaurant?
shout out to Mama Donna, who's awesome, and usually accompanying you.
Yes, my mother, Mama D, Mama Donna, rock star. We can talk about my mother in a second.
Favorite restaurant?
Yep.
Are you allowed to have one?
So
Or is it like kids? Can you not have
I will
one?
give you an answer as a politician. I'm going to dance around that question. So we actually, during COVID, we hired a firm to do, Michael Tragesh was a part of it with Yelp. And then it was the perfect day in Sparks. It was called Secret Sparks. So we had to come up with a day that was the perfect day in Sparks, which my perfect day in Sparks would be different than yours or yours. But in generic world, I picked my perfect day in Sparks would be breakfast at Carrillo's Cocina. It's number, I don't know what number it is currently. It was number 67 United States to eat at, based off Yelp. And then after that, go to Lighthouse Coffee at the Marina. I think that's an amazing way to start the day with that view.
Yeah.
Lunch would be Sinbad's Hot Dogs. It's amazing. I literally go there weekly. Or if you didn't want hot dogs, go across the street from here to Taco Nazo.
Dude.
Taco Nazo is fire.
I
That's
tell
asada.
everyone to go there.
So good.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Danny's an amazing person.
Their veggie burrito is on point. Oh my goodness.
Never have I ever.
So
Oh, man.
so good. It's so good.
But my pro tip, I always add rice to my burrito. I think that's great too. But yeah, they have lettuce, sour cream, is all. It's super good there. And then following up from there, I would like to go to Longford Park, which is named after our sister city, Longford, Ireland. First twinning between a city in Ireland and Sparks, March 15th, 1975.
How does that? I'm so confused. I'm blown away. I didn't even know we had a citrus because I'm a Sparks native now. Nick and I
Just moved.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, not
Sparks
native.
resident.
That's what I meant. Thank you. Not a native. I'm a Reno native.
Yeah.
Born and
A West
raised.
Sparks native.
So, but Nick and I, we were going on a walk the other day, and we were just like, we just like this city. It's got that small town, fun feel, but with a lot of big city amenities here. I mean, going to Legends and walking around down the street from us over here, like it's got a vibe for sure. So we really appreciate it.
Definitely a lot of cool spots. So on the sister city thing, we could twin with another city in another country. We were twinned with what's the candy? Garibaldi's. Garibaldi's, Oregon, I think it is, was our other twin city in the United States. We used to get our tree.
Wait, what is it? What's the definition of twin
cities?
Yeah.
So it's just saying that we have similarities between the two, and we recognize that we are similar.
Okay.
And that we support each other. And so Garibaldi's,
I'm learning.
the one in the United States, we used to get our Christmas tree from them.
Oh.
And then we eventually started growing our own Christmas tree, which is downtown Sparks. And so that relationship, I don't think we talk too much. It's not you, it's us. Sort of thing. I think it's both sides. And then over in Ireland, so Longford Park is where I grew up learning how to play sports, basketball, tennis, soccer, ultimate frisbee, literally everything and anything I learned at that park. It's one of my favorite parks around. But I actually go to Longford, Ireland, and I got to meet they're called counselors. So that's what a council member is.
Gotcha.
They're called counselors. So we twinned with them because there's a lot of Irish heritage here in Sparks. It was the railroad and all. And we twinned with them. They're similar cities. There's a river running next to them. Longford is no longer a city. It's now a county as a whole.
Wow.
But yeah, really cool.
That's cool. I had no idea.
I'm also Irish too, so it is neat.
I have some Irish.
You're speaking of family. My last name is McLaughlin.
Yeah.
There we go.
And so to finish up that perfect day, there's probably a couple other things I would, depending on the mid-afternoon, but dinner would be over at the Sparks Water Bar. I think that's one of the best views. The food's amazing. As well as if I was going to go to West Sparks, which this business is in West Sparks, but to me, it is a Sparks-based business. And when I say West Sparks, I go on tangents all the time. All my friends know I tell 7 stories and bring them all back together eventually. But West Sparks is a joke because Reno became a city in 1868, and they used to call this part of the valley East Reno. And so I call that side of the valley West Sparks.
Oh, geez.
To keep that alive. But dinner would be over at Casale's Halfway Club.
Oh, yeah.
The oldest family-owned restaurant in the state of Nevada. I went to Green Bay Elementary across the street from here with the granddaughters. I grew up there. 5 of the 6 kids all went to Sparks High School too. Is a Sparks business through and through, even though it's located in the other part of the valley.
Wow.
I like how you snuck like five locations in there. That was a politician.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I'm not going to pick a
good,
favorite
though.
right now. I'll give you a whole bunch of them
There's
shout
so
outs.
many good options, though.
Yep.
I mean, they're all amazing.
Yeah, I love the food around here. Like, Alarcon's really good.
Where?
Right over here where the bowling alley used to be.
Oh,
Is it El Racon?
oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
called?
El Rincon. Sorry, I heard
Did
something different.
Okay.
You're right. It's El Rincon.
Yeah.
Salvadoran food.
Their micheladas are amazing. I don't know if you've had one. They're really good. The micheladas are
Yeah.
good.
The papusas.
Yeah, I
pupusas
just
are
tried a
solid.
place over there off of Prater.
Yep.
Yeah.
Next to, is that what we're talking about?
No.
Oh,
No.
they have amazing pupusas as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, El Rincon's right here.
Okay.
Right behind here.
Yeah, I'll do a lot of meetings there.
Yeah. The papusas are good. Ernesto. Ernesto's family owns the place. Ernesto is he's our age, and so he grew up here in Sparks. He went to Reed as well.
Okay. That
but-
sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's a local owned family business right over there.
Yeah, it's cool.
Which is a lot of people have had horchata at like say Taconazo or somewhere, but over there their horchata is different. Salvadoran horchata is different than like Taconazo or like.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
How's it different? Just
It's not
You
as
know?
sweet.
Okay.
Is it different? Try it.
Yeah.
I will because I'm not normally a sweet guy, so
Yeah.
I'm normally pretty bitter.
That's why you drink so much coffee.
Coffee.
Twins.
Oh my goodness. So bad. I feel like a
This
black
is a great
sheep in here.
episode. Hanging up on you.
This is not normal. This is not normally how this goes.
Usually it's me that gets getting picked on. So.
Man, see how the tables turn.
yeah.
I see how it is. Yeah, so Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet, as you know, we give away a lot of clothes here.
Yep.
$70,000 worth of clothing every single month with a very low overhead. Very low overhead. The Mayor Lawson was actually here last week, did a tour and everything. And
Shout out to him for being on vacation and still.
yeah, he was on vacation. So yeah, he popped in. I felt so bad. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm on vacation." I'm like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." But he was super generous with his time and came and we met and talked and stuff. But yeah, we give away a lot of clothing and we're definitely looking to partner with City of Sparks more in different ways. So and also personally, we just really appreciate the support you give us coming to our events and those kinds of things. It means a lot.
And a great resource with the City of Sparks right now is rental assistance. If you're in need of help, and especially if you're a senior, you can contact City of Sparks or Reno Housing Authority. I think there's a link on the City of Sparks site.
There is, and if you
Okay.
can't find it, definitely reach out to me, Abbott, DABBOTT at cityofsparks.us.
Perfect.
So I can help out there.
Ooh,
Thank you for giving that
throwing
out.
that in there.
Yeah, that really amazing work and definitely needed sometimes in this situation. So
And there's so many, that's a resource that we have at the city. What I've learned, one of the many things I've learned from my job is there's so many resources out there, just like here.
Yeah.
Shepherd's Schools was
Yeah.
it, where I've lived here for my whole life. I didn't know what you guys did. I remember the first time I came in here, I thought it was just a thrift store.
that's what. Yeah,
Like, and I know it's a common thing. And that's what I thought.
too. Yeah.
And I didn't know. And so there's so many. Like I said, I go to this. I get my Gatorade when I have my gnarly Red Bull addiction. I go next door and get a Red Bull almost every day. And so like I had no idea. And so there's so many resources that are out there that you don't know. So I think any of the three of us, as well as many other people in the community, where if you reach out needing something, there's probably a good chance there's a resource
Yes.
out there we can connect you with.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons we do this show is that reason right there is because there's so many resources. Even the resources like Chaz and I know a lot of the resources in the area, but we've still learned so much every single week talking with people about things we didn't even know. And like free bus programs, Forever 14, how they have all their different groups and other things. And just all these, CHA has the 6 locations and they're the second largest vaccine distributor. All these big things we had no clue about. Second biggest in Washoe County. And it just blows me away all the different things. So on this show, it's definitely that conversation about resources. Normally, sometimes we'll have other guests on, and the whole goal is just to have fun and try to make it interesting that way. So, and that's what it's all about. Is just those conversations, like we were talking about earlier, having those community conversations, starting at the that basic, hey, how are you doing, and how can I help you, and if we all do that a little bit more, how can I help you rather than how can I help myself, then this world will be a better place. It just will. And that's what these conversations are about.
Yeah. We're doing pretty good on time, and we usually ask, because we have resources and organizations on the show, kind of the history of, how they were founded and how they came about. So why don't you tell us why you ran for office? Like, how'd that all come about?
Yeah. How do you want a short story, long one?
We got some time.
Okay, I'll keep it as short as possible without going. Well, not as long as possible either, because it's still the short one's still kind of long. I feel. So going back in time, so a common question I get is, "Oh, you were class president. You were something in high school." No, I was class clown. Like I literally, I was the jokester that did enough jokes that I didn't go to the principal's office, but I still made people laugh, and I had fun, definitely. I told you about my business cards. I pushed the limit a lot, a lot. So when I was 24, I thought about running for mayor, and it was just a wild idea. And I was like, yeah, why not? Why not do it? And so going back in time, when I thought about that, the reason I started wanting to call it push the limit, get a little bit out there, was when June 6, 2010, my father, back a little bit more backstory. My dad was 62 when I was born. My mother was 39.
Ooh.
There's 23 age difference between the two.
Wow.
My father was getting a pacemaker defibrillator put in on June 7th, 2010. That was a Monday. June 6th, 2010 was a Sunday. I went and saw my dad. And I was like, hey, I'll be back. I'll see you later today. I'm going to go on a motorcycle ride. I used to have a crotch rocket. We used to ride a lot. And so we went on a bike ride to Virginia City. And I'll try to include a photo. I don't know how we'll show the viewers, but it is PG, 100%.
All
right,
here.
that's what I said. Let's keep it PG,
I remember
man.
this happening.
And so I got into this accident, and I was up in Virginia City. It was on the truck route, which is right by the 4th Ward School. If you ever go to VC, hang a left, you pass the jail. There's turns and all, but there's no guardrails. And so I got dared to wear this that day.
Oh, here, I'll show. If you're listening, jump over to the video for a minute. But here on Spotify, you can go back and forth. But we'll show you guys real quick. Keep going.
So it's me on a motorcycle. I crashed. That is lovely safety gear that I wore that day. My shorts are shorter than my boxers were. Muscle shirt cut out, slip-on Vans, and a helmet. Lovely weather.
Lucky to be alive.
Yes. So I came around a corner. I looked behind me to make sure my friends were okay. They're all okay. It was still a corner, and so I hit dirt, slipped out. My bike went off the ravine. I should have went off the ravine. Totally should have went off. But I hit a mile marker in my back, slid down the mile marker, laid there. First car that came around the corner was an off-duty nurse. Very, very lucky. In short, I got careful off that mountain.
Wow.
Internal bleeding. It was a rough time. I feel. We talked about Mama Donna earlier. She had her husband getting surgery the next day. A very big surgery, and her son not sure if I'm going to walk. What is my future going to look like? I survived. I'm obviously an able-bodied human being. I'm not 100% all right in the head some days, but
Was Kirby riding with you that day?
Kirby.
Yeah, we used to call him Kirby.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, Kirby.
Okay.
Either way, that accident made me realize that obviously we're all gonna die. I'm not ready to die yet. I wanted to live life. I wanted to make some change. I want to do something cool in my life, and so that's why I thought we were running for mayor. Just because I was like, shoot for the moon.
Why not?
If you don't get to the moon, at least you're higher than where you were, sort of thing.
Well, that's
So I got scared, didn't run for mayor, which nothing against Gino Martini, RIP. He's definitely a role model of mine. I wasn't mad at him. I just thought it'd be a cool office to run for. Why not?
Yeah.
So then in 2015, Julia Ratty, she was Councilwoman Ratty, and then she did become Senator Ratty after that. She said she wasn't going to run. I took a meeting with her. I was like, I think I'm going to run. And then I ended up changing my mind in February. I decided to open my photography business.
Yeah.
And then there's a filing period in March where you can sign up to run. And I signed up, and I honestly woke up. I woke up on the first, there's a 2-week filing period. It was the first Friday. I woke up and decided I'm going to go do it.
Origin story.
Huh?
Origin story.
Yeah. And so, I ran because, in short, the principles are I love Sparks. I didn't run because I was mad about the city. I wasn't mad about something. I wanted to help the city. I wanted to give back.
Yeah.
I wanted to make some positive change in our community.
Yeah.
And so that's the shortest version of that whole story.
That's really cool. And that's what it's all about, is that positive change.
Yep.
So
being a part of it. And the coolest part is, I got elected at 26. I'm the youngest councilman ever for our city. I was the youngest councilman in the whole state of Nevada at the time. I don't know if I'm still the youngest as a whole anymore, which sounds weird at 33. I feel like we went to a conference back in DC where they had like the young politicians get together, and they were like 21, 23. I was like, man, like in my picture, like I'm 33. I'm the same age as my colleagues' kids. Like I still feel young in our region, but in the big picture of the whole country, I'm not, which is super cool. Like I don't want to be on my tombstone, but here lies Donald, the youngest councilman ever. Like I hope someone beats that. Like the best part of this job is being able to talk to young people.
Yeah.
I do go to Reed High School. I'll talk to those kids about my job over at Sparks, where no one told me when I was in high school that I could go work at the city of Sparks or city of Reno or NDOT. Like we all thought we had to know someone to get in.
Yeah.
And, we're all worker bee families. We were just kind of surviving in this area. And no one ever told me I could run for office.
There's many people, you ask them who their council member is, they don't even know. No. So it is important to start that at a young age, to educate them to know who their city councilman, their mayor is, because it makes a huge difference, their county commissioner.
Yep. He's one of my best friends. They're both my really good friends. They're 2 kiddos. They're 7 years old. They go up here to Florence Drake. Every morning they drive past my house and they say, "Good morning, best buddy Donald Abbott." Or it's super cute. But those kids, if you ask them where they live, they know their address. I will not say their address on.
Talking about Jesse's
right here.
kids.
Jesse's kids. Jesse.
don't say it loud.
Yeah. So Jesse's kids know their address. They know their city they live in. They are in, I think, second or third. They will say their address. Say Sparks, Nevada, 89431. And then Ward 1. They know what ward they live in.
That, yeah.
They know their
good.
ward.
I don't even know what ward I live in.
Oh, you're in Ward 2.
Thank you.
Yep. Yeah.
Now I know.
Now you know. But things like that are just fairly, where no one really knows those things. And people, I'm not trying to put my job any higher than anyone else's, but we have such a more impact on us as citizens.
Yeah.
Someday I won't be elected, but I know my council person can make or break my life. If my road doesn't get the potholes fixed, if they put in a 40-story casino next to me, like my lifestyle is going to change significantly.
And you guys are like a liaison too, because sometimes when they can't get through to certain departments in the city, they can reach out to you and you can expedite or see how you can direct them. Yeah. And that makes a huge difference.
And, sometimes I think it's just an email. It's not, to me, it's 5 minutes of my life, which to other people, I remember Sparks Barbecue, they got stuck in this little vacuum of dealing with some inspections, and I was able to connect them to the right person. Yeah. They got open. They named a sandwich after me, which I was like, you don't need to do that. Like, I'm just doing my job. Like, I don't feel deserving of this sandwich. I didn't do anything really to my eyes that special.
But to them,
they wouldn't have been open. They would have gotten open eventually. Don't get me wrong. But it probably did help speed up.
But that could be detrimental to a restaurant owner, so, even a few days or a week. So, that's awesome. I know you got the revision beer, right?
I just gave one to my friend, actually. I was like,
where's mine? Thanks a lot.
I'll get you a 4-pack.
I see how it is. No, it's all right.
It's not vegetarian, sorry.
I'll wait and see. No, there is actually beers that aren't vegetarian.
Is there?
Yeah, there's.
Aren't all beers vegetarian because there's
no
meat?
No. Guinness. Guinness is not vegetarian because it's made with fish oil.
Oh, I would never not know that.
Yeah, there's fish oil in it, so you get your omega-3s if you get some Guinness.
Wow.
So now you know.
In fact, I learned stuff every single show.
We don't drink Guinness, Nick and I. But I do like Revision. Revision makes some great stuff. They really do. Mm-hmm. And What's yours? Is it like a IPA in it?
It's a blonde ale.
Blonde.
I'm not a big IPA fan.
I'm a big IPA. I'm basic white guy.
I figured whereas you drink black coffee, that you just like
IPAs. I like the bitter stuff, bitter and spicy, man.
What
That's
about
what I'm
sour
all about.
beers?
They're okay. I like some, but
I don't drink.
Yeah, I'm
anymore,
like
but
you're
back
not
in the
a
day,
drinker.
yeah. I love beers, wine back in the days.
Yeah. My wife and I, one of our traditions is every night we do one small glass of red wine and just talk about our day and decompress and just have that time one-on-one with each other, because we're both pretty busy. She's doing all the stuff at Faith Academy and I'm doing stuff here at Good Shepherd, and so we're always running around meeting people and doing shows and whatever else, right? So it's always nice to be able to connect with people over just having a drink with them and or a cup of coffee and talking about life, right?
Jeremiah, do you know Jeremiah? No? Oh my gosh, you would know him.
You did not run the same circles.
No,
I know you know Mitchell.
No, it wasn't Mitch.
Mitch.
It was another guy you rode motorcycles with.
Jermaine.
Jermaine. Oh my
Jermaine
God.
Blackhat.
I
So
grew
Jermaine
up.
Blackhat. We called him Kirby in middle school. That's all I
What?
knew him at. Yes.
I've never heard his name
And
is
at
Kirby.
Dilworth, we called him Kirby. That was his nickname.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, Jermaine.
Mr. Blackhat. Yeah,
Mr.
Jermaine.
Blackhat, yeah. Yep.
Man,
Was he riding with you that day though?
He was.
Okay.
Yeah, he was right behind me.
Yeah.
See, I was homeschooled, so like every time people have these kind of conversations of like, oh, did you know this guy? I always feel left out.
No, I was like, I
always
I
feel-
can't
you
even
make
think
me
I'm
feel left out,
blanking here.
Chaz. I'm
It
just
makes me
letting
look
you
like
know.
a liar out here. Yeah, you know that guy? Yeah.
Yeah, what's Tatooine? National Park? Have you been there?
From Star Wars? Yeah. Thanks, buddy. He's
Inside joke. We were live, and he thought I was trying to make him. I wasn't trying to make him lie. I was just joking with him. But
He's like, yeah, have you ever been to this national park? It was Tatooine. I was like, come on, bro.
Tatooine,
Excuse me.
What is that?
Are you a
Jar
Star
Jar
Wars
Binks?
fan?
Nope, never watched one in my life.
Are you a Star Trek fan?
Nope, never watched one in my life either.
That was very political of you.
I've never seen either. I don't have Netflix.
Oh,
I don't have
man.
Hulu. I don't have a TV in my room.
Well, that's cool.
I don't when people talk about seeing these on TV, I'm like, I'm sorry.
You're just
Like,
so busy with different
I just
stuff,
I don't know, it's just not for me.
You know, I think it's funny is that you probably just appreciate life more after your incident,
Oh,
and
totally.
doing things out and about. So
I could be happy just walking down the street. And
Yeah.
just basic things like that.
you guys won softball. Your softball team won this last year, right?
Yeah, we did win. Yeah, we won our beer leagues,
I
slow
saw it,
pitch,
I was
softball.
Congrats, that's awesome.
You play softball?
Yeah, I play softball. Yeah.
What do you do? What position?
Yeah, so in a perfect world, ride the bench is, that's a good spot to hang out at. But if I have to be on the field, pitcher, second base, or catcher, they're all nice, mellow, especially catcher. Catcher is my favorite. Jesse and I both will rotate at catcher because we don't have to do anything. We just talk to people and grab people's bats and
That's
say
awesome.
hello.
Yeah.
Which for me, I like talking to people.
Yeah.
So catcher, I get to talk to everyone at every bat. So it's fun. And it's pretty, you don't have to have a lot of skill to be catcher. It's pretty mellow.
You can give out election stickers while you're.
I could do that. That's very
don't.
true.
You don't.
I don't though.
Yeah.
No.
Very respectful. Very
And
respectful.
congratulations to be on the YPN to
Yes.
get nominated.
Yeah, I was nominated. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't make it to the next round, but
Still an honor, though.
it was an honor, and
Proud of you.
I finally found out who nominated me. It was Alex.
Oh,
Alex
was
from
it? Farside?
Coffee- Yeah, from
Oh,
Coffee
cool.
and Comics.
He
Awesome.
made Final 40, right?
Yeah, he
he
did.
did.
So yeah, good friend. I love Alex. So
He also hosts the nonprofit committee board for YPN, I think.
Oh, does he?
Comic and Coffees.
I don't know.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's cool. Maybe I should talk with him more. Talk to
Actually,
the
yeah, you
YPN
should because they meet there, I think, once a month.
Okay.
Are you
All right.
are you a YPN member?
I'm not.
Oh, are you?
I'm not.
Oh,
You're the only one here, Chad.
sorry, Chelsea.
I even won too.
I know. I was gonna say you.
But have you guys ever been to their nonprofit night?
I have not.
They had one at South 40 this year.
Oh, cool.
Super neat.
Yeah, I had a family emergency that day,
Oh.
so I wasn't. Alex did invite me to it, and he wanted me to go, and I couldn't make it because of
Actually,
the stuff.
I think we should. It's only 75 a year. That would be a good investment for you as a ED from Good
Yeah.
Shepherd's Closed Closet to be able to network and.
But
So,
see, he
board
wore different
approved.
hats. Look at him. He's like board member. and then he's like, "Oh, COL, Circle Life," and then
Yeah.
Oh, but really, you get to meet some really great people and be able to make those connections.
let's. I do want to talk about that event since it's the beginning of the year. COL is doing an event, right? Over off Moana.
Oh,
Yeah.
which one?
On the 30th. We talk.
Oh, yeah,
Circle of
so
Life
it's-
caregiver support group, right?
Yeah, so January 30th from 3:30 to 5:30 at the Anthem Community Center. Super important. Our community has no caregiver support groups.
Okay.
Alzheimer's Association does have one for those suffering from dementia and their caregivers. But we really see a need for those who are taking care of a loved one or are a facility caregiver, because those people they lose, they become like family. And there's a lot of struggles people don't realize till you go through it. Taking care of a loved one full time is exhausting. And not a good fact, I would say fun fact, but it's not fun. On average, there's many caregivers who die before those they're taken care of, and a part of it is the stress. So we just want to create a safe space with some people who deal with caregivers all the time. So myself, I help facilitate it, and just a safe space to tell your story, share best practices, and have some other resources.
Yeah, we don't normally highlight an event that early in advance, but definitely want you to mark your calendars for the 30th, because this is an important thing for the community. It really is, to be able to have that support and those people around you.
Yeah.
I really believe that.
Space is limited, but we're going to do it quarterly. So feel free to go to colhospice.com and get your free ticket, and that's no cost to the community.
That's great. So Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet. Real quick, what is your why do you support us? Why are you part of what we do here at Good Shepherd?
You're taking care of it's like a blanket. It's not just one group of people. It's everyone and anyone. Where I believe you're still the only oh my goodness, no pay.
Yeah.
I feel like the word I was looking for is no starts with a B, but low barrier.
Low barrier.
Low barrier. That's the word
Yeah.
I wanted. Yeah, you're a low barrier where you're allowing anyone and everyone to come in here. You're not a place where people are just donating and you're selling it
Right.
to make money for yourself. And so I think that's super neat, where you're allowing people not just like, here's a bag full of clothes. Here you can shop around and you can have that experience of shopping, where it is exciting to look through the things and, oh, you found this shirt that's really cool. It's your size, like just that feeling. I think that's exciting for people. I think probably a sidebar. I was reading a story this morning. This lady found her wedding dress. She bought $50 and it was a $7,000 wedding dress at a thrift store, which it'd be neat, to find something here. You can find a brand name Abercrombie and Fitch or Levi's that work.
Yeah.
They're wearing something that is noticeable to others.
Feel good in.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
60% of our clients are unhoused individuals, and the other 40% are just lower income families that just need extra
Seniors,
support.
we have tons of seniors that come in here. People who've immigrated here who maybe don't have a ID card yet. They can bring in a passport or a clarity card. We don't care. We're going to get you what you need.
And I would say one of the best parts of being so low barrier is you're not turning people down. People don't have to worry about bringing in an ID or worry about immigration status or any of those other barriers that might come up. But then they come in, and then now you find out that they're living, maybe they're not housed right now. And so, hey, you could, there's this resource, or it took you 4 hours to get here because you had to walk. I don't know. Hey, we can get you a bus pass. There's this resource. And I think that's one of the best things of, being such a low barrier community resource for you guys, is you can connect your people that are showing up here with other resources.
Bingo. And that's what we try to do all the time.
That's
We didn't even rehearse this.
No, I know this is all
out.
natural, but that's part of our initiative for 2024 and 2025. So I will say, the board really wants to become that resource hub to be able to give those other resources, because it's important.
And we had some creative ideas. Some come through, some don't. But really, our goal is just to really just help people.
Yeah.
Crazy thought. Like, someone can come in here and they leave with hope and dignity. And that's the idea of being able to pick your own clothes and being able to look around and see, and have that experience with no pay at the end, no register at the end. So thank you for being here. We really appreciate it.
Super fun episode. It's 45 minutes, man. It flew by.
And
Did we set the record?
Yeah. I think so.
Might have, yeah.
Well, wait. 14. Just kidding.
I will put just one plug in real quick, not trying to extend the time, but the old Albertsons over on Audie.
What's the record?
I want the record. Yeah, records are meant to be broken, so we're trying to break one. But the old Albertsons over on Audie, kind of near the grocery outlet, that has been acquired by the Children's Cabinet and Northern Nevada Food Bank, and so that whole building is going to be kind of like a nonprofit hub. Which you guys familiar with that? So which I think is super cool. Where we're really, as I'm thinking out loud, there's a lot of cool nonprofits that are kind of in this
scattered
in this area of this part of town.
Sparks,
Sparks, and so that's a spot where I don't know you talked about having a satellite location. That might be one too.
Our microcloset expansion project is definitely growing right now. We already have a few partners already that we have lined up. So
that would be another good one, though.
But absolutely, definitely reaching out to them. And you're not the first one who's told me you should put one there. So let me just put it that way. Good. So we're working on it, and we're working on trying to put microclosets throughout the community, and some big announcements on that too very soon. But we're really trying to just spread what we have here around the community as much as possible in the most ethical and green way possible as well. We just recently created a partnership with EcoWorld, and they recycle every single piece of the clothing that we can't necessarily take.
That's awesome.
So some of the holes and say things get big rips in them, and our clients are like, we can't wear that. We put it in their bin, and they recycle every single piece of it. So
that's why WM gave us that grant, because I never thought about it before that. We save a lot of landfill.
Yeah, we really do, and it's a very green cause where we're giving it away and to the people that need it, all the way around. So it's fun to be a part of. We gotta close it out,
you
guys.
You hit the record, though. Congratulations.
I'm gonna stop talking. Yeah,
47 minutes. That's awesome.
Hey, thank you for joining us in the new year, guys. We're planning on continuing community cares, and if you want to find out more about Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet, please visit getclothes.org. You find us there. If you'd like to donate to our cause and join with what we're doing, please hit that donate button, and it'll take you to PayPal. Super easy to be able to give on there, but we help 700 people a month no matter what. We're asking you to come alongside and help one. Thank you, guys. We'll see you next week.
Happy New Year. Take care.
See you later.